Hi, how is everyone? I hope you are all doing great. Peace and blessings. Now, I am here to talk about the debt ceiling crisis stuff. Okay? Now, we know something has to be done, right? And I'm going to put my little 2 cents in it, okay? Now, when there's when it comes to spending and budgeting and all of that good stuff, first off, right, the luxuries. Us people down here in the trenches, that's how we do. That's how it goes, okay? If this budget and the spending has to be cut back or whatever, you're not getting your hair done. Or if you get it done, you're trying to get it done in something that's like gonna last like forever. Okay, for as long as possible. Ain't no getting no nails done. I mean, I don't do that anyway, just because for personal reasons. I could do it myself though, because I am a licensed cosmetologist. Okay, I'm just saying, right? But okay, so it's the luxuries that you got to look at. What luxuries am I spending my money on? Okay, and so I believe that if the United States, if the government looks at the money that they are spending on luxury stuff, they'll come to some good conclusions. Okay, now I can tell that talk with McCarthy and the president, I could tell that it was productive. I could tell that McCarthy clearly felt that he was being heard and recognized in his position with the president, and that was great. Okay, so now, like I said, we're going to start with the luxuries. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, a couple of suggestions here, right? Now, and I might get a little funny, okay? But I thought of something. I said, well, what things can they do? Can they cut back? Because you cannot cut back on the what do you call it? The SNAP and the Medicaid and the Medicare and the Social Security and all of that. No, none of that. Okay, that's a no. Okay, but I was like, I said, does the United States government have some type of program, right? Do they have some type of program where they are like studying or trying to see if there's aliens, if there's aliens in space? Is that a program they have? Is it? Well, if it is, because I think it is, y'all got something, they got something like that, okay? And the thing is, that's a luxury, okay? To be able to, we want to see if there's other life forms in space, okay? That's a luxury, okay? If there are aliens out there, the United States, we don't want to find them. We do not want to find them. Okay, let Russia or China, let them find them. Okay, haven't you watched Star Trek? Okay, they going around space and finding new life forms, and then they gotta go to war with them, and then they want to annihilate them and all of that. Let China or Russia find them aliens, okay? Because you don't let them, then they'll go to war with them. They'll be mad at them for messing with them. Not only that, you got the James Webb Space Telescope. Okay? The James Webb Space Telescope, if there's alien life out there, that James Webb Space Telescope is going to find it. Okay? They're going to capture it. They're going to see something coming through that black hole one day. Okay? So that may be a program that you don't have to spend money on. Okay? Number two. Number two. Research. Okay? The United States government is probably spending a lot of money on research. Researching this, researching that, researching that, and researching this. Okay? And the thing is, you got to check really what you're spending on, okay, with research, okay, and you gauge that by the results, okay. You've been spending billions of dollars giving to this research and that research and all this research, okay, and unless they have come up with a plausible, viable production of something that they've spent your money on, cut it. Cut it. You need to cut it. Cut it. Okay? So that's another thing. You need to cut it. You need to look at what is really going on, or things, they're researching cancer, they're researching this, everyone's doing all this research, but how many of them are of these research projects and stuff are coming up with anything that is plausible, anything that is viable, that is really going to further the pursuit of a cure or something new, okay? Because a lot of these things, cures and whatever, are far and few and far and in between, whatever, however they say that, okay? So you got that. Now, number three. Number three, okay? Are you listening? Are you listening? I'm going to say you have to look at the money that you're spending with nonprofits. Yeah, I said it. Nonprofits. Okay? In fact, I mean, because it's like you got the government, it's like, y'all be making it rain on them. Let me get me some. Rain on them nonprofits. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Now, and the same goes, just as the research, with the nonprofits. Are these nonprofits that you're giving money to, spending money on, spending them here? Here you go, oh, little nonprofit, oh. Okay, are they doing what they're supposed to be doing? Okay, and please, if you do have a nonprofit, and you're doing, and you're real, and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then I know you're not mad at me, okay, for saying what I'm saying. Okay, the government needs to watch their spending, who they're spending their money on when it comes to nonprofits. Okay, shoot, I've been thinking, I might need to get me a nonprofit. I need me a nonprofit. Okay, because you need to make sure that these nonprofits are doing what they're supposed to be doing, that they're spending the money on what they supposed to be spending it on, Okay? It's not some nonprofit that's basically just getting rich off of the money that they're getting from the government. Okay, now there's a lot of good nonprofits out there. Okay, I've seen some. Okay, I saw on the news a couple of times this young man. It has to do with gun violence. I forget the name of the nonprofit. I'm so sorry, but he was had to do with helping the children, and I'm very impressed with what he's doing. I was like, wow, he's really doing it, and they're showing that he's doing it. The events that he holds for the children and all of that, it's just a beautiful thing. He's nonprofit. He's doing what he said his nonprofit is supposed to do. Okay, and you have other nonprofits. I mean, giving out ribbons and pamphlets and doing fundraisers. That's, I don't know. Okay, I don't know about that. And say it's for cancer research. Okay, I don't know. Some of them, because I know, like when my mother was sick, I remember calling some nonprofit cancer places, and I was asking them certain things, and they were like, oh, well, we don't do that here. And I'm like, oh, but I thought in your thing you said this and this. Oh, no, we don't do that. And I'm like, well, do you know who does? No, we don't know that. But I bet you if I had said I want to give a donation, they would have known how to do that. They would have known how to do that. Okay, and you see the thing, okay, if you remember, there's this young woman in the news. They just finished her trial, and she's due. She's going to have to turn herself in sometime soon. I forget when, but she's going to have to serve like 11 and a half years because she created this company, and it had to do with blood work or something. Okay, but anyway, it was fake. She wasn't doing it. She wasn't, it wasn't what she said it was, and she had everybody duped. Okay, she even had clients like taking, I guess she was supposed to like studying the blood, like almost like a lab, but her lab was fake. Okay, the results they would give back to the people were fake. Okay, so what I'm saying, and see, with nonprofits, okay, I could go get a nonprofit right now, okay, which I just might do because I have some real stuff that I can do, okay, but not all of them are real, or not all of them are doing what they say they're supposed to do. But instead, what they do is they get all this money, free money, whatever, and they get rich. Okay, they get rich. Okay, they create this nonprofit and they say it's, and that did happen recently. There was a nonprofit, and they said it was for the children, to feed the children, and I believe it was during the pandemic that they said they were doing this. Come to find out, they were buying mansions, Ferraris, okay? They were doing this stuff. Okay, so I would say you look at the nonprofits that you're spending money on. You got to stop that. And I'm sure there's a couple of billion right there. There's a couple of $1 billion right there that you can save. And like I said, this is no slap to the real nonprofits, okay? Because a lot of you are doing some plausible work, okay? And when you have a fake nonprofit that's getting government money, then that takes away from the real nonprofits. Okay, that means that there's less money that can be given to the real nonprofits. Okay, then there's no funding for them because all the fake ones have gotten it. Okay, and then it slows your roll. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You can't, I mean, you can, you will, okay, but it hurts, okay? It hurts when you have fake nonprofit organizations that somehow they're getting this government money. The government is spending money on them, okay? But it hurts the real nonprofits. Okay, the ones that really are doing work for the people, for the children, for however, okay? Look at Michael Jordan. Let's see, not too long ago, he gave $10 million to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, okay? That makes the little kids' wishes come true that are terminally ill and stuff like that. So when they get that money from him, then they can help more children. Okay, they can help more children. Okay, and you know, they're real. They really do help kids. They really do make their wishes come true. Okay, so we've got the alien program. Cut that if there is one. Because like I said, James Webb Space Telescope is gonna, if there's aliens out there, you don't need a program for that. Okay, because the James Webb Space Telescope is gonna find it. They're gonna find them. Okay. What else did I say? These research programs. Okay, wait. Now, and going back to that woman that's going to jail, okay, or prison. Okay, going to jail and going to prison are two different things. But what she did, it hurt the real companies that were doing the real work. Okay, because she made millions and millions of dollars doing what she was doing. So, but it was fake, and it took away from the ones that would have really done the work. Okay, they could have elevated on some level. Maybe they need new machines or whatever it is, but they need to have a higher volume of need or of customers or people, but they never got it because she was getting it all. Okay, so that's what I'm saying here. So as far as getting this debt mess, okay, getting it right, let me see, when are y'all coming back? Okay, I don't know if they're gonna take this long weekend coming up, but whenever y'all come back, y'all should come back on Monday. Actually, even though it's a holiday, y'all should really come back on Monday, and then be prepared. Bring your jammies, bring your pillows, okay, whatever's going to make you comfortable, because y'all need to stay right there until you get it right, until that thing is signed. Okay, be prepared. If you want to bring your own pen, I don't know if you got to bring a pen, you got to sign, whatever. Okay, make it happen. Okay, and also another thing. See, you have to look at spending versus investments. Okay, spending, investment. Okay, if you're spending, but you're getting, if you're spending as an investment, then that's a good thing, because you're going to get what you put out and more. Okay, and so if you're spending whatever you have to spend on let's say the SNAP program, Medicaid, Medicare, you get that back because you then have families that are their hopefully their basic needs are being met. Okay, because we all need to eat. Okay, we all need medical care. Okay, so that's an investment. Okay, so that's not where you need to cut the spending. Okay, you need to cut the spending where you're not getting a return. That's why you need to look at these research programs that you're spending money on. Okay, you need to look at these nonprofits that you're spending money on. Okay, what are you really getting back? Okay, what are they really real? Okay, so I would look at all of that kind of stuff before I go, trying to cut people's basic needs off or whatever. Okay, so I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you again. Take care.